We didn't have school the next day. Oh, fucking sweet. And I kept my promise and went through with the penalty game. Oh, fucking shit. He didn't think I'd do it. He didn't think I'd do it. What do you think this is? You think this is a fucking game? Well, penalty. A game. After swimming to the opposite side of the river and back, Taikachi seemed to be at a loss for words. You're damn right I am. I'm used to being cold. My heart is cold. Alright. Listen, I'm doing this for your sake. That way you don't have to be in this fucking river being naked and fucking swimming around. Yeah, I'm fine. I try my best to look unconcerned as my teeth chattered and Hikari ran up to me. My lips were probably blue. What the fuck am I gonna dry off with my clothes? I took the towel from Hikari. Oh, okay, she had one, and began drying off. But with only my upper body naked and my pants still on, oh, right, drying off would be impossible. So, I did it. I looked at them with an expression that dared Taikachi and his lackeys to complain. I didn't think you would, man. Props. I felt a little better as I looked at the speechless Taikachi and his goons. What? I'm not being nothing. Sorry. After apologizing to Hikari, I took back my shirt and jacket and had planned to go out in style with my jacket laid across my shoulders. And that's when... Fuck. Fuck. It's over. Listen, we had a little bit of a thing. Wait, she can't do shit when we're, when she's out of school. Ha! Take that, loser! Then Miss Satome appeared, seemingly well aware of the situation and quite angry. And next to her... Oh, she's a little sweetheart. There was Saya, for some reason. It was apparent that she had already spoken with the teacher. Excuse me? Listen, sorry. Wow. Yes, ma'am. Holding back her anger for now, Miss Satome grabbed my hand and began walking. Okay, bye. I was really impressed with how well she kept her anger in check. Uh-huh. I'm waiting for it, though. Miss Satome took me to her house and threw me into the bath already filled with hot water. Okay. Alright. I'll sit here for a little bit and prune if I have to. As I begin to feel the warmth taking over my frozen body in the bath. Take her over? My brain, like, auto-corrected it, I guess. I murmured to myself, at least it's all over now. It's all ogre meow. So I look up at the sky. These past few days really were a lot of fun. I had looked up a lot of information on stars while working together with Hikari on this stargazing meetup. Celestial objects and the cosmos. It was all such a different world from the one I'd known until now. It's not even a world, it's literally the universe. Learning about the mechanisms of the vastness of space was a lot of fun. I studied telescopes and was happy that I was slowly learning how to use them too. More than anything, looking through the lens at real stars was the most exciting. I had done everything together with Hikari. It was just so much fun to nurture a new fascination with someone else. I was happy that I had been able to share that enjoyment together with someone. But now, it was over. No, it's never over. Unlike me, Hikari was really popular in our class and had a lot of friends. She even said that she was the type to get bored easily. You could tell that just by looking at her. I was sure that the Night on the Galactic Railroad girl was satisfied now that she'd seen the Winter Albiero. She'll always be her friend. It'll take a lot of time and resources for that.
山があって谷があって確かな大地があって、まるで別の世界がそこにあるように感じて、行ってみたいって思ったんだ。
See? Somewhere far from here. Where would I want to go? Up until now, I didn't want to go anywhere. After losing my parents, I didn't enjoy anything. I had always thought that nothing would ever be fun again. So to feel enjoyment again, I was just so lonely because I knew I could never get back to what I had lost. Ah, you're gonna be good. You're fine. This is a flashback. Everything's gonna work out until she disappears for some reason, but then comes back. You know, it's gonna be cool. Sorry for making you worry so much. I had my hair dried thoroughly with a dryer and was even lent some clothes. After which I was given a scolding that was even more thorough than the hair drying. When I was finally released, it was already dusk. Damn. Was she waiting for me? Hikari. Hikari was in front of the small candy store. You waited for me?
だって私の代わりに罰ゲームやってくれたんじゃん。
That could have been you. You could have been the one being destroyed. Well, I said I would. Besides, I was the one that didn't make it in time. That's how I answered, but that wasn't how I felt. Simply put, all our fun times would soon be over, and I was bitter. I was in despair. He's overthinking things too much. I mean, he's a kid. On top of that, she watched me get bullied by Taigachi and the others. Though just remembering their faces after I got out of the river filled me with intense satisfaction. Hikari watched with a silly, pseudo-angry expression.
またぶっきらぼうしてる。そんなんじゃお姫様に怖がられちゃうよ。
So, is Saya here? Question mark? Whoa! Like, how did Pooch question mark? Like...
よしよし、いい子だね。
Saya and Pooch.
ワン吉じゃもうないんだよ。ねえ、天の川さん。
It's the moment. Saya nodded her head.
小太郎ちゃん。
Yup, there it is. I was waiting for it. Kataru? Pooch, or actually Kataru. Pooch, well, Kataru answered happily.
太郎の子供だから小太郎。
Oh, well, there you go.
Brr.
That's how I want to be when I'm old. Taro, laying in front of the kennel, answered reluctantly. Bow wow! So you guys decided to give him the Miss Satome.
最初ダメって言ってたんだけど、太郎が小太郎を気に入っちゃったみたいで。
And Taro's an old fart. He doesn't like anything anymore.
小太郎を連れてこうとしたら、小屋の中にかくまって出てこなくなっちゃったの。小太郎ちゃんも太郎ちゃんに懐いてるみたい。
Oh, there you go. Another issue solved. Tiny Taro frolicked around Big Taro, and he looked a bit annoyed.
だから厳密に言うと、先生じゃなく太郎が引き取ってくれたってわけ。
You have been chosen. Well, I'm glad he found a place to live. Bow wow. I felt relieved, but also a bit lonely. The Stargazers meetup was over, and now the stray dog had found its home. Another link between Hikari and I gone. Dude, settle down. Worrying over it won't help anyone, though. As I got ready to leave, Saya, who had been busy petting Kataro's head, suddenly stood up. Oh! Oh! Huh?
私、空見くんに謝らないといけない。
That's okay.
自己紹介の時、急に泣き出したりしてごめんなさい。
You don't need to apologize. I'm the one that hurt your feelings.
違うの。私が勘違いしてて。
It's fine. I was the one that created the misunderstanding anyway. She says, oh.
アキト。
What? Hikari poked me in my side. It actually hurt a bit. What? Now what?
黙って天の川さんの話を聞け。
Okay, I'll shut up now. Alright. I stopped talking, and when I did, Saya, with nervous expression and all, began to open up little by little.
前の学校にいた時、私この目のせいでずっとからかわれたりいじめられたりしたの。
Who the fuck would do that? Fuck those kids. I hate them.
自分でも嫌で、だってみんなと違うから。だから隠したくて。
Is that why you were wearing sunglasses? So it had nothing to do with inner city's high fashion. Nope.
でも先生が外しなさいって言うから仕方なく外したら、そしたら
Your eyes look like Albiero. Yep. And then she cried because she thought it was a monster.
怪獣みたいだって言われたんだと思ったの。
It wasn't just a simple misunderstanding. It must have been really frustrating to have someone you're meeting for the very first time mention the eye colors you've had a complex about your whole life. And in front of a large group of people, no less.
ごめんなさい。
No, I mean, I'm sorry too. This misunderstanding wasn't Saya's responsibility. Besides, most people don't know the names of the stars. I was the one in the wrong for saying something so careless.
でも違うって分かった。昨日怪獣なんかじゃなかった。綺麗だった。冬のアルビレオ。
I gave you the best damn compliment I could. Saya struggled to get the words out.
私の瞳に似てた。
In the tiniest voice, the words "just a little" were added to the end of her sentence as she hung her head and blushed.
ありがとう、サラミくん。私の目を見て、あんな綺麗なものを最初に思い浮かべてくれて。嬉しかった。すごくすごく。
Saya said, finally working through her shyness. Yes! Oh my god. Hee hee. Tee hee. Her eyes were glued to the floor. But with that smile, I... dot. My head began to spin and I stumbled a bit. Even Akari, who was standing next to me... I'm not sure why, but she stumbled a bit too.
それが言いたかったの。だから、それじゃ。
Okay, bye. She vigorously bowed her head, and before we knew it, she was gone.
何あれ。超可愛いんですけど。
I knew it! Hikari said with an expression of utter disbelief as she gazed in the direction that Saya had run off to. I continued to gaze down the same street she'd vanished to, my heart beating frantically in my chest.
さてと、それじゃあ私も帰ろうかな。
Well, I think we all gotta head on home now, Hikari said cheerfully after petting Kataru.
じゃあね、小太郎。お利口にするんだよ。
Bow wow!
太郎、小太郎のことよろしくね。
Bow.
Burp.
I love those dogs. After the two dogs said their goodbyes,
またね、アキト。
she gave me she turned to give me a big wave goodbye before taking off. Sure, later. With loneliness not unlike the setting sun, the dogs and I watched Akari run off. It's gonna be fine, buddy. Don't worry about it. Listen. It was the beginning of the week, Monday, Space Marines. I went to school the same way I always do. Feeling sad. I headed to the classroom the same way I always do, but this time, for some reason, I stopped right before the room. How was it before? Recently, Akari and I have been doing nothing but star talk every day. But before that, I don't really want to remember. I was blunt and treated all of the students like enemies. So how would I enter the class now? Oh my god, this guy.
昨日のテレビ見た？見た見た。すんごい笑っちゃった。次の日曜さ、集まってみんなでやろうよ。あれ。
Well, we gotta have a bunch of different varying activities, you know?
おお、いいね。
They really are loud. I could overhear the entire conversation outside the classroom. But that voice seemed a little farther than usual. I mean, obviously, she's on the other side of the door, but... Good morning! I just come in. I entered the classroom the same way I always do, giving a curt greeting to everyone. My classmates' reaction was not as cold as I'd seen it before. Since the Stargazers meetup, even I felt like that... even I felt like that had accepted me as a member of the class. Speaking of Taikechi and his friends... Wow. His attitude was just as bad as ever, but since that winter swim, it didn't seem like he wanted much to do with me. He's like, you've done enough.
Ohayo, Akito.
Hi. Good morning. I gave her a quick greeting, then headed to my seat. Since there was no more event to prepare for, I didn't want to bother her by being too familiar. As I took my seat, my eyes met with Saya, who was seated by the window. Morning. That girl was too shy that even a trivial greeting made her blush and look away. I thought we had gotten to know each other, but I guess I was wrong. Bruh, she's just shy. Like, you need, like, years to, like, have that relationship. I sat at my seat. I didn't have anything to do, so I pulled out a book. It was a book I had planned on returning to the library today. A book on stars. But it was difficult to understand that I couldn't even read it, so I was just looking through the pages, really? What? You think I'm a nerd? Hikari peeked over the book I was reading and grinned. What are you talking about? Excuse me? Actually, yes, I did. Hikari said in a somewhat worried voice. Was she talking about stargazing? Oh, of course not. I certainly had intended to look at more stars, especially since I had my telescope and it works. Yeah, because I have the only fucking telescope in the goddamn town. Hikari sounded relieved as she turned to the other students. The sudden proposition caused a bit of commotion in the class. They didn't seem to take it so well. Oh. Fuck you. We'll do it without you guys. Even as Hikari called out to everyone, they only replied with disinterested expressions. Right before my eyes, Hikari's bubbly expression deflated. Ow. I had hoped for just an instant that something might happen, but it looked like it was really over. Well, that's just how it is. I didn't have any big expectations anyway. Oh! Oh! Saya, seated in the corner, raised her hand. The withered Hikari's expression brightened immediately. Yeah, of course. I said in agreement, my face flustered. Saya stood and timidly made her way over to my seat. She said, looking like a deer in the headlights, because it's fucking Saya. She was so cute. Oh. You know that... It's probably later down the line that's still gonna be a thing, but it's not. Hikari looked proud of her idea too. Sai and I looked up and instinctively locked eyes.
面白そう。
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, I said, hiding my intense elation by answering in a rather unconcerned voice.
それはいいアイデアね。
God damn it.
先生。
She's just overhearing us. At some point, the teacher had gotten up and come over to us.
そんなあなたたちにこれをあげるわ。
Oh! The teacher placed the book on my desk. Wow, look, a beginner's guide to astronomy.
先生があなたたちくらいの頃に使っていた本なんだけど。
Holy shit, it must be like 30 years old then. uh,
それって何年くらい前？
oh, don't ask her that. Miss Tummy's expression became cross for just an instant from Hikari's simple-minded question. But she quickly returned to her soft smile. Grown-ups are really amazing.
そんなものは宇宙の歴史に比べたら瞬きの一瞬よ。
Okay, yeah, that's a good save.
それとあの三極と課題はずっと使ってていいわ。
Are you sure? I'd actually been worried about that because it wasn't mine. I couldn't look at the stars without the tripod and stand.
ええ、冬の川で泳ぐようなバカな真似を今後二度としないならね。
It was a bet. What, you think I'm a bitch and I'm not gonna do it? Bruh. I'm sorry about that.
ごめんなさい。
I mean, it was Hikari's fault, realistically.
ごめんなさい。
Why are you saying sorry? The teacher chuckled a bit when she'd seen that even Saya had been dragged into apologizing. Thanks, Miss Satome.
大事に使ってね。
Alright. Well, after saying that, the teacher moved away from my seat.
早乙女先生って優しくて綺麗で素敵ね。
Oh, just wait in a few years. It's all gonna go downhill from there.
でしょ？私たちの自慢の先生だもん。
Just someone walks in right now. You're fired. Oh.
でもってアキトの好きな人なんだよ。知ってた？
Fucking excuse me? I never said no such things. Don't be stupid. Why would you even think something like that?
ああ、赤くなってる。私見たもんね。こないだの観測会の時もそうやって赤くなってたの。
Well, maybe I was turned on by the stars. You ever think of that? Don't stop looking so disappointed. I told you that's not true. Oh, I don't want class to start.
ほら、チャイム鳴ったわよ。自分の席へ戻りなさい。はーい。
Alright. Oh my god, Jesus. You know. Well, there we go. That was how the Mikazuki Astronomy Club had started. It wasn't an official club or anything, but I preferred it that way. We just used the title of club to hang out together and look at stars. So I look up at the sky and gaze at its beauty. Literally looking up at the sky visual novel. Holy shit, that was the actual sun. My eyes would be burning right now. But now the stars are coming out. I don't know what this time lapse is, but it's happened. Looking at the sky. It was like adventuring around the Milky Way every day. With our innocent minds, we were hungry to learn as much as we could. We pointed our telescope to the edges of the night sky, to the edges of the cosmos. We gazed at clusters of countless stars and dreamed of places far, far from here. And then shit happened. Oh shit, hello? Where am I? Whoa, am I going back to the present? Holy shit, it's been so long. God damn it, no. It's been so long. It's been like 5 episodes. Okay, like 4 or 3. This girl really irks me, though. Even though when we were younger, she always acted without thinking. I'm not really interested in being involved with someone so reckless.
へえ、いいじゃない。運命の再会って感じでさ。あ、もしかして前に昔いろいろあったって言ってたの、その子のこと？
Something like that.
ほんでほんで。
Uh,
口を割る気はないとなかなか手強い。胸の谷間程度じゃ不足か。
I mean, you already did that.
ねえ、あれどうだった？興奮した？
Can we, like, take a moment? Because we were literally about to open that letter, and then she just fucking sends a boob pic. And we're just like, you know this thing that we were, like, going to do? Fuck that boob pic. I did. That was a lot of dots.
あきとくん素直。
What do you want from me?
またバイト中に OL といかがわしいことしてんのか。
Just getting some advice on life. I answered, looking at my phone while Taiguchi poured another round of coffee into the paper cup. God, our cafe space allowed free refills of coffee. Sucks. That coffee fucking sucks, man. I hate it. It tastes bad to me anyway. Sometimes we even got a quick meal if the manager was around.
お前の周り女子いっぱいいるじゃん。何も顔も知らないどっかの OL なんかに相手してもらわなくても。
But she's like, she gives me boob pics. I'm glad we're not that close, though. If we were too close, there's still a lot you can't say. For example, you can't complain about meeting up with a really close childhood friend after several years. Besides, I gave a bold grin. Uh-oh. I might not know her face, but how about this? Why is he, like, fucking showing... That's for you, not for anyone else. Look closely. I still think she, like, did the thing where she, like, did the elbow thing or something. You know what I mean. Yep. Nothing but cleavage. Taiguchi slumped down even more and looked up at me with such a look of admiration. I just chuckled and shrugged. Komako sent it because she said I sounded depressed. All the kindness of this open-minded older woman burst forth from her very soft-looking rack.
な、その OL ってさ、お前のこと誘ってるんじゃねえか？
I have no idea, but it'd be amazing. I doubt it.
いやいやいや、ありえない話じゃないだろう。じゃないとそんな画像送らないって。
I mean, well, it's not every day someone just sends you a boob pic, right? I mean, nowadays probably, but I don't know, man. Look, I don't know.
年下の男の子をちょっとつまみ食いしちゃおっかな的なさ。
What's to come? You really think so? I mean, I thought for just like a second, just maybe, but you know.
あるある、全然あるって。いけるって、アキト。
Get him! Yeah, but I'm not really that type of guy. But I guess she's always listening to me complain. She's probably really tired from life in the city, so I might be helping her ease some of that stress. Also, did I hear the doom-doom of someone coming in? I guess I could give it a try.
何を頑張るの？
Oh, cool! Saya, your voice went ASMR as fuck. Whoa! Oh, right, it's over. That ASMR distracted me from the being over. I panicked and quickly shoved my smartphone back into my pocket. I wasn't looking at anything. Welcome, mademoiselle!
どうしたの？そんなに慌てて。すごく怪しいよ。
I am not being suspicious about anything. It's nothing really, just talking. Right, Tacky?
ああ、天の川にはまだちょっと早いな。
早い？
I kicked Taiguchi in his narrow butt. You fucking idiot, do you realize how much more suspicious you sound?
すまん。 口が滑った。
You son of a bitch! Taigachi took the coffee refill and ran back over to the coffee space.
もしかして二人でエッチなサイトとか見てた？
Close, more realistic though. Whoa!
アキト君も男の子だもんね。そういうこともするよね。
Yeah, but do we like look up porno sites in public? I know I fucking don't. Fuck that. That's why it's labeled not safe for work. If you can't take it out in public, you know? What does that mean? That's what guys do. Do you look at those sites too, Saya? Wow.
見ないよ。何バカなこと言ってるのよ。バカバカ。
Well, she totally does, though. Guaranteed. I was just kidding. Though that intense reaction was quite suspicious. We're like turning the tables on her. Get wrecked, Saya. Annihilated. Saya blushed all the way to her neck, then hung her head.
私エッチなサイト見てるように見えた。
Are we really having this discussion right now? Not really, but you could. No, not at all. It was quite a strange thing for her to even say the word.
そう。
She looks happy about that. The expression on Saya's face changed to one of complete relief. So, how did that favor go?
本当ね、天文部の活動をしてなかったみたい。
Well, that's, so what are they doing?
漫画描いてた。
Son of a bitch. Okay. Saya said with a dubious expression.
うちの学校、漫研が禁止なんだって。だから、天文部で漫画描いてるみたい。
I mean, that's fucking stupid. It's just a cover then. I had asked Saya to check out the Seisen Girls Astronomy Club. Seisen Girls Astronomy Club had once been a member of the Six Stars Club, but they hadn't shown up at the gathering a few days back. We thought that maybe they were afraid of getting into trouble for meeting with another school without permission, but that wasn't the case. Well, that'll be a bit difficult to explain, though. Not really. Just be like, look, they're using it as a cover, alright? Saya said apologetically. I'd been thinking about how to revive the Six Stars Club, and I had my eyes set on Seisen's Astronomy Club to help raise money. Two schools had already dropped out because of our talk about buying a telescope. I thought I might be able to improve the club situation if I could pull this in the Seisen Club, who hadn't been at the last meeting. And I thought that maybe if the Seisen Club had some good equipment, the other two schools would be pleased. And I was just hoping for a bit too much because fuck Seisen School, they suck. What are you giggling about? This is no time to be giggling. Saya just watched me and grinned as I sat there with my arms folded, lost in deep
や
thought.
る気だね、アキトくん。
Well, I'm, kind I guess.
それってやっぱり光がいたから？
We do not speak her name. Don't be silly. She's got nothing to do with it.
でも前はやりたくなさそうだったのに。ねえ、本当にいたんだよね、あの光が。
Yeah, she really was. As I sat there with my arms crossed, I suddenly recalled our reunion from a few days ago. Cue flashback!
アキト。
That night, the strange girl I'd met at the abandoned station called my name.
アキトだよね。
Hikari? She's gonna do the yep. Even when I remembered it now, I still didn't get her pose, but she somehow gave me more confidence. That was definitely Hikari Hokuboshi! Got him! But why? And why there? Of all places. She's got her reasons.
のりちゃん先輩。
Holy shit.
ほうき星さ
Oh, they got a...
ん、どうしてここにいるの？今日は来ないんじゃ。 そのつもりだったんですけどね。やっぱり気になっちゃって。どなたですの？うちの新入部員です。
Well, it's okay. This is
どうも
development.
ー。尼高天文部に新しく入りました。ほうき星ひかりです。よろしくお願いします。
The developments, they're happening.
新入部員？おお。
Oh.
そうなんです。むつら星の会の噂を聞いて入部してきてくれたんです。
Because she loves astronomy as much as I do.
早くもむつら星効果が現れていたんですわね。今夜はなんて素晴らしい夜なのかしら。ようこそおいでくださいました、ほうき星さん。歓迎いたしますわ。
I bet we're like just sitting there, like in this flashback, like we're sitting there, like just like we're just like, can we like talk about the whole, I don't know, disappearance thing and everything, you know, like.
光でいいですよ。ほうき星って長くてまどろっこしいでしょ。光さん。
There you go.
この場所を教えてくれたのも彼女なんです。この辺りに昔住んでたとかで。
Yeah, you know, she did, actually.
まあ、そうでしたの。それでこんな素敵な場所をご存知だったのね。
Yep. You know, she, you know.
ところで、空見くんがさっきから抜け殻のように無表情を決めてますが。
I've never heard churlish as a word, but I'm gonna assume it means, you know, kind of like, you know. I've never heard that word in my life, by the way. Never once in my life. I'm dotting over here, don't mind me. I had arrived right behind Akari and had been silently watching their exchange with a dead expression. A dead expression!
どうかなさったの？まるで幽霊でも見たような顔をして。
Hold me, alright, mate. I got a lot on my mind. Yeah, well, that's pretty close to how I feel. Damn.
ひどくない？私幽霊じゃないし、生きてるよ。ほら。
I don't know. I don't know anymore. She lifted her leg in an attempt to show liveliness. Aside from the old-fashioned pose, her skirt had flipped up and created quite an inappropriate view. I doubt she even cares, because she's like the tomboyish sort of.
ほうき星さん、空見くんのことを知ってるの？ええ、幼馴染なんです。でもって私たち三日月天文クラブのメンバーでしたから。ね、アキト。
Yeah, we were being the key word. just
アキト？
so salty right now, man. Oh, Jesus. Are you really Hikari? Well, we're not really salty. It's more like, it's not. Well, I'm salty, but like him as a character, he's more just in disbelief. Like he can't believe what's happening. Are you really Hikari?
どこからどう見ても私でしょうに。
Hikari said that while striking some strange, sexy pose. Alright, I'll give it to her. Not like that, you fucking weirdos. You've completely changed. She looked nothing like when she had when we were younger. She was quite a petite girl back then, always running around in jeans. People that didn't already know her would even mistake her for a boy. But now, no matter how you looked at her, she became a total lady. Like, if I had to describe it, I'd say it was like seeing glimpses of the old Hikari in her face and voice.
まあね、私も大人になったからね。
We're all grown up now. All of us. I couldn't believe it. Actually, I couldn't believe any of this.
今日は私が至らぬせいで皆様に迷惑をかけてしまい、自分の不甲斐なさに呆れていました。けれど空見くんに助けていただき、そしてこうして新しい仲間と出会うこともできたわ。 素晴らしい日なのかしら。
Yeah, everything's pretty much turned out for the good, I guess.
はい、会長。すごく楽しかったです。
Hikari watched all the other students talk excitedly with a big grin on her face, then glanced over to me.
というわけだから、またよろしくね、アキト。
You and me, we're gonna have a talk, okay? We gonna have the talk. Working with you again. I think back to that day. If I think back to that day, Brain Space Marines. When I passed her by walking with Kataru, she must have been walking back from that place. If I had really thought about it, at that time, Hikari wasn't actually trying to crash the viewing party. I'm just mad at myself for letting Hikari see me lose control. I'm not getting the Six Stars Club back together so I can get back to stargazing, okay? And definitely not for Hikari.
じゃあどうしてなの？
So I just those are like pretty much your two options you got. What else? I just want to end this on a good note. Saya cocked her head to the side with a rather confused expression. If I leave now, there will only be 2 schools left in the Six Stars Club. To be honest, it'll be hard to continue in that state. That's why, if possible, I'd like to get the group back on its feet before I quit. But you're like the corner, you're literally the center pillar. If you fall, everyone else falls. But to do that, it seems I'll need to think of something else other than the Saisen Girls Astronomy Club. I really wanted to use them to bring back Nishi High and Marumishawa.
抜けようと思ってるくせに、すごく熱心だね。
Listen, you gotta be passionate about everything, no matter what. Oh, I guess. Those guys really like looking at stars. I really did like the innocent way that Orihime gazed up at the starry sky. Plus, the genuine atmosphere that they'd created really felt similar and radiant. Familiar, not similar. I thought it would be a nice way if I could lend a hand in some way. If there's some way I can help protect that radiant place, then I'd do anything. And then once it's all over, I'm quitting the astronomy club.
Huh?
For good! Saya's multicolored eyes widened in surprise.
天文部を辞めちゃうの？
Yeah, it's my responsibility, right? If the Six Stars Club could become a place that drew the newer students with its own charm, that would be best. Then it would be easy for me to slip out. Besides, I can't live my entire life in the rooms of the school.
住むところどうするの？家に帰るの？
I'm gonna become a mountain man. Live up in the forest and trees and shit. I'm not going back home. Hopefully by then I'll have found a boarding house. And if I haven't, well, I guess I could try living in a tent for a while. That sounds fun. I laughed lightheartedly. This time I'll make a clean break from the astronomy club. Right, Taki?
Hmm?
Weren't you the one telling me to forget about the astronomy club? Taikachi's face pleaded with me not to bring that up in front of Saya. This was payback for that time that I made of the same face at Taikachi.
俺は光のこと吹っ切れよって言ったんだぞ。
All in the same. Yeah, it's the same thing to me. Yup.
つうか前言撤回しとくぞ。光とまた会えたんだったら無理して吹っ切ることもねえだろ。
What the hell does that mean? Oh my god. Saya looked at me with a scowl she would usually never show and just stared silently.
なんで？辞めることないじゃん、天文部。光も戻ってきてくれたんでしょ？だったら一緒にやればいいじゃない。昔みたいに。
No way. Who the hell would watch the stars with a Kari? I mean, what about you, Saya? You don't look at stars or anything anymore, right?
私は。
Got him.
私のことはいいの？
It's not about me. What was she getting all upset for? Don't, Saya's cheeks got all puffed up. It was cute, but she was also really mad. But I just ignored her with a blank expression. Oh, Lord. And that's when a customer came in. Welcome!
もう知らないんだから。
Saya pulled the automatic doors back open before they could close and stormed out of the store. Holy shit. So stubborn,
お
man.
前もな。
Oh, fuck you, too. I completely ignored Taiguchi's words of faked astonishment. You know, we have, like... it's just... We're still that, like, kind of cold... I mean, like, we went from cold to... Okay, things are looking up to being cold again, and that's just where we are in our life.